Matt, what's your topic?
As a horror movie fan, my topic was pick a horror movie franchise you think you could survive in. I'll go first. So I did a lot of thinking about this because like there are obvious ones for me. Like I could survive Friday the 13th because I don't camp. So like, but I
I
don't want to
do, but
cheat.
yeah.
I don't want to like okay. So I do camp, but I don't like. I get a cabin like somewhere. I don't like camp. Like you won't catch me in a fucking tent out in the middle of
Hmm.
nowhere on property I'm not supposed to be on. Like
I
that's
would
my point.
also
Oh, that's another level of camping. No, I camp in tents and whatnot, but they're always in places where you're supposed to be, like on campgrounds and shit. So
Yeah. So I was like, what would a franchise that I'd actually probably there's a chance that I'd be in? And I went with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
okay.
Because well, so here's the thing. Here's my thought, right?
Yeah, tell me
One,
your thoughts.
because I'm more
Let-
curious to understand why you would more likely be in that scenario.
Okay, so these are regular people. This is not like a supernatural force like Michael Myers or anything like that. But Kate and I, we go on vacation. We like to go on road trips, and we will stop and grab food in like random little spots. Like it's one of our things. Is like we drive by and we see a place, and we're like, oh, let's stop and get food there. So like stopping in a small town and getting food that's run by cannibals.
Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. Mar, complete explanation is right there. It's white people shit.
I was like, we need a banner that pops
Because
up
here's the
that goes,
thing,
white people
because
behavior.
Let me tell you a rule: we don't stop in random small towns.
That's fair.
Not because of Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. We stop because of
Sundown Town still exists.
Sundown Town white dudes in robes shit. So
Right? No,
that's why.
Sundown Town still exists.
Yeah. So
That is
yeah,
why.
we don't stop in random towns. But I got you. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
I will tell you this: I would not stop in a random town wearing the shirt.
You right.
Fair.
But I have all of the privilege in the world to be able to stop at any random town I want and stop and get a meal and generally be okay. Now, so I could see us like on a road trip through Texas, going somewhere, seeing a diner, whatever, being hungry, stopping and eating, and then being caught in the bullshit. As I said though, Leatherface and his family, they're just fucking people. And what gets everyone in trouble in these movies is they always go into someone's house without like they're always exploring people's fucking houses. Like they knock and no one answers, so then they go inside. Yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't just walk in people's houses.
Bears shit.
Exactly. Also, I'm a big guy. Leatherface is a big guy. I feel like if I needed to, I could fight him off. I really do. Like, I do. And he's the one I got to worry about. Like the rest of the family, yeah, they're on some bullshit, but like, I think I could do it. So I feel like I'd survive Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Gotcha. I figured I could survive the Chucky franchise, and let me tell you why. It's not the obvious reasons of he's little. I could just kick him up. No.
I like you burn. You could easily burn that dog.
It's not even that.
Doesn't do it though.
Because the thing is, because yeah, if you remember from the first one, actually, like they literally put him in the fireplace, and nigga came out fighting still. But the way Chucky usually gets people is he catches them by surprise because they don't expect that this fucking doll is gonna kill you. Well, I've been suspicious of dolls my entire life. So there is no catching me off guard when it comes to these things. Like my grandmother, when I was growing up in Chicago, my grandmother had this room in her house that was just full of all these old dolls, like these porcelain dolls and shit. I remember when I was little, I looked in that room one time and said, nope, and never looked in that room ever again because I wanted no parts of that ever. So yeah, I could survive Chucky because he can't catch me off guard. Like I'm suspicious of every doll. I even had, remember the My Buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I had one.
That's what he's based off of.
Had it my whole life. Like I'd probably still have it today if it wasn't for some unfortunate circumstances when I lived in Orlando that I'm not going to get into. But I'd still have it today. But I'll wait. See you. Like this. Hold on.
Oh, his doll started moving.
My Chucky's way over there. So
no, Carl. Carl. Like
yeah.
Carl. He will never catch me off guard. I am always aware of where Carl is. Always. So yeah, I could survive the Chucky franchise.
All right.
Okay.
What about you, Mara?
I started laughing earlier because you said Friday the 13th because wouldn't go camping. And I was like, that's exactly what I chose. Like even with the cabin thing, because I would even argue the remake that came out in 09, they were in a cabin.
Yeah, but they didn't rent a cabin. Like they went and found cabins that were abandoned, and they were exploring places that were shut down that they knew they would. And again,
Oh yeah.
don't do dumb white people shit like
But
that.
he also
Like,
found them at their home base cabin. Like he got the black dude like right in the backyard
The
path.
09 one. That was the one when
yeah.
old girl got stabbed underneath the deck and they pulled her up just so they could show her titties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her. I was like, who?
That's
yeah,
all I remember
her.
about that movie, by the way.
That came out on Valentine's Day. I remember that.
She was actually a singer. Willa Ford.
Yeah, she was like she's like I think a model too.
I wanna be bad.
I think the first time I saw that was with Matt.
Probably.
Aww.
I think so. Now that I think about it, it would make sense.
But yeah, I'd be like, if someone was like, "Oh, you want to go to our cabin, like out in the wood area?" I'd be like, "Oh, hell no. I'm good between ticks, mosquitoes, snakes, bugs, other vermin, possible serial killers. I'm Gucci. I'm gonna stay in the city."
I mean, Jason does come to Manhattan.
He does, but it's only for like 10 minutes. Like the first 50 minutes of that movie, he's on a fucking boat.
Facts. But he does come to Manhattan. So I'm just saying, he could catch you in the subway.
He could. I was gonna say, because I also thought of like the Scream franchise as well. Because I was just like, I don't think I get caught up in that mess. I feel like I wouldn't even be friends with the people who would probably get caught up in this.